Alright, g'day viewers. Okay, we're still mucking around with the bug. I've had an issue where it just wouldn't run properly on the proper timing, which is 8 degrees the timing mark, lined up with the casing down here, with the vacuum advance off, and yeah, just wouldn't run properly, just didn't have any, didn't really sort of have any power, just sort of revved, didn't get anywhere much, and it wouldn't idle at all at that setting. And yeah, I tried a couple of times, and I wondered whether I might actually have knocked the tooth out of the key out when I was putting the pulley back on. So I took the bolt out and checked it, but no, that was lined up, was in place, no problems. Anyway, so I just timed it by ear to where it ran properly, which is a bit advanced. It was probably 12 to 15 degrees instead of 8. Is where I wanted to run properly now. Whether that's got something to do with the cam that's in there, because I've changed the cam, it's a non-standard cam, so I don't know if that's affecting it, whether that's a common thing to have to advance your idle when you change a cam. I don't know. I've never put a performance cam, even though, well, it's only a mild cam anyway. It's only the smallest of the performance cams, but anyway, I said I've got it to where it'll run alright, but it's still idling really rough, and it's like way too lean. I upped the idle jet. The only one I had that was bigger, like that was a 50 that was in it, and there was a 55. That's what I replaced it with. I didn't have anything bigger in the idle jet, but it's still like way too lean. Like, I've got the mixture screw out, just like 4.5 turns. It should be like 1.5 to 2. So yeah, it's still way too lean, and I've also had to turn the actual idle screw up, like that's two or three turns past where it would normally be. So I've still got an issue, and anyway, spent a lot of time thinking about it last night, and I thought, well, there's also this sort of slight whirring sound that I can't pick up, and I was wondering whether it's actually leaking. It's got a vacuum leak in the manifold somewhere, and anyway, so I've started taking things off. This is a non-standard manifold. It doesn't actually fit into the inlets anymore. I've taken out, I've bored out the lip where the original manifold used to sit, and it's just like butts up against it. I got a bit of radiator hose over the top. Now, I mean, that was working fine before, but possibly, because I got casings and different cylinders and things that weren't on it, and it's possibly pulled in that little bit further. So what I found when I took it off, it was just hitting at the top here. And I've taken a bit off the top, but it's still hitting at the bottom. It's the same, well, the other side's flush, but it's still hitting. I'm sort of working on a theory here that because it's actually hitting hard up against it, it's stopping it from bolting down and sealing at the head. That's the theory I got anyway, but as I said, there was, when I had them on before, there was a very slight gap between them. They didn't, like when you bolted these up tight, they weren't actually hitting the inlet manifold. Now they are. So I'm sort of now thinking that that's probably causing it to not seal, even like the new gaskets down there and everything. But I've taken a bit off the top. Now it's quite open at the top, but it's still hitting at the bottom, so it's still not pushing in enough when like this here is still, so I got a feel gauge 25, but so it's still touching there. So I want to get it to where I've got just a very slight gap between them, so it's not actually, so that I can be sure that they're bolted down onto the head. And I'm also going to put some sealant around here, just in case, just to be on the safe side, because it's radiator hose, it's not proper manifold hose. I've got some sealant too that's suitable for fuel. It doesn't wash away. It's called anaerobic or something. I'll show you the tube. So I'm also going to put some sealant where they bolt them onto the heads too, just to be on the safe side. So there is this stuff. Right. And anaerobic. That's actually, you can actually put that on a carburetor, and it doesn't set hard. Like, it sets, but it doesn't go hard, so it won't ever crack or anything. It's sort of permanent, flexible. So I'll use some of that. Anyway, so as I said, I've got it so it dries well, but yeah, it just won't idle properly, and so hopefully, by taking the pressure off this is going to solve the problem. So anyway, keep you posted, learning things all the time. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.